Hey guys, really, really short one. I wasn't actually going to even do this. Trump and Putin, I just had some random information come up, so I thought I don't have any cards. The cards might not make sense because I've already got the information kind of thing. With their meeting, it's more to do with, it's probably quite basically obvious for most people anyway. It's actually to do with, they both see themselves as businessmen in a business opportunity rather than two presidents. They're viewing each other as businessmen, okay? And I know Trump's trying to create peace in the Ukraine, and Zelensky's left out in the cold straight away, I hear with this one. They care about business. Trump cares about business. Putin cares about business, okay? Economy. Now, it's to do with oil, and I kept hearing a Bermuda Triangle of oil pipes, like pipes that could connect between Russia and the US. Now, this could be years away, this one, but I honestly heard the Bering Strait, which for me is impossible, because I even looked about exploration there years ago, about crossing it. And a guy that does it says, honestly, you couldn't even skate across it. It's just treacherous. But I swear to God, it could be many years away, about some kind of pipeline connecting Alaska and Russia, okay? Now, in the meantime, because that's way off, I even had to look about this, because I kept hearing Bermuda Triangle of pipelines between America, Russia, and the North. Now, looking into it, it's the Kara Sea is where they want to really explore. It could be worth billions and billions of dollars, okay? Now, it literally is north. It's like here, Russia's here, the US is here. It is like a triangle, kind of a triangle thing. But I think that's what they're trying to get at. So basically, it's pretty much oil. They're viewing each other as businessmen. A good business deal between both of them, okay? It's like if they come to a really good deal, the US will get really, a good rate on oil, and Russia will really earn from it as well, because Russia still needs the US from the energy that I got. Russia, I don't know anything about this, guys, okay? Just bear with me. Russia would need the US for supplies, because they will make, if this contract goes ahead, they will make billions from the US, okay, from exporting their oil, okay, to the US. And it's like, let me pull cards for each of them, what they really think of each other. But I swear to God, I did hear Bering Strait, and at some point, way off, a potential pipeline. And in the meantime, they want to work together. And all this Alaska meetings, I don't even know they discussed oil, but there's a business deal they are planning between the countries, and that's where they come together. Guys, if they discussed this already, I'm sorry, but I kept hearing pipeline, Bering Strait, crossing from Alaska to Russia, and then splitting the oil and giving each other good rates. But for everybody else, if it's exported, it's going to be a lot more expensive. It's like a trade deal for oil. Let's just see as well, how does Trump feel about Putin? Some space. How does Trump feel about Putin? I just get businessman. They're looking at each other as they just think it's a good business deal, good for the economy, create more jobs. They just see it as a business deal, businessmen. I don't even feel they discussed the Ukraine in great depths. I think they're more interested in this oil thing. Now, there was something in the papers saying, is it to do with an oil deal? Because when I got this information, I wanted to look and check, am I on the right line? And people are saying that they may even come out of it soon, saying there's more to it. Trump, what do you want from Putin? Page of Swords means slow growth. Slow growth together. The Death card actually, with this one, actually means a new start. It can mean a brand new beginning. And the Emperor, okay, that's stability. That's coming in with stability. Then we have the Nine of Cups, which means feeling really proud, really happy with yourself as well. Queen of Swords means, it's quite weird. It's almost like he can bite back for sure, Putin, as in he can bite back. But so much weird information comes through. That's why I don't like using the cards when I get the information anyway. It's like he's not to be trusted, but Trump sees him a bit more like a feminine energy that can be quite cutting with his words, but Trump feels almost like, I'm getting alpha. Trump feels like he's the alpha out of the two, and he can get around him if he needs to. He does feel Putin is very, very cunning, okay? The Queen of Swords energy is almost like a feminine energy, so Trump's seeing him as, he's viewing him, I'm hearing alpha dog. So Trump's seeing himself as the top, and he's seeing Putin as kind of less than. Still highly intelligent, he sees him as. Still somebody that's not going to take any crap from him, but he feels he can win one over him, so to speak. So that's how Trump feels. Now, I'm hearing logistics as well with this. It's nothing to do with... I don't really feel they discussed the Ukraine that much. I feel it could even be in part... This is all allegedly. It's just for fun and entertainment. It's just allegedly, okay? I feel the bigger part of it could have been more of a cover-up, that yes, they do want to work on the Ukraine, but the bigger part is the deal. They're kind of showing me an iceberg now, where at the top is the Ukraine. Let's speak about the Ukraine. Let's end this war. We're going to meet like this, and we're going to talk about this and sort things out. But underneath is 70% of the iceberg, as they always say, okay? That part is the business deal, and that's to do with oil and money transferring. I'm seeing billions being transferred between banks here. But it's almost like it would increase trade, it would increase jobs for both sides. They would give each other a good deal so that oil can run America, I hear. And I don't feel they're going to really be investing in all this green energy anytime soon. I feel they want the quick deal, and they want to... Trump, for the economy, he just wants to get jobs. He wants to get people back on their feet. I really feel he just wants to create a lot of jobs. He wants the oil coming in. This will create, honestly... This is like billions and billions of pounds coming in for both sides. And then Russia, because I feel Russia on this one will have more of a say in it, because I know it's the Kara Sea, but it's almost like Russia will win from this because they're going to be exporting oil to the US, but the US will get an incredible rate, so that it's a win-win on both sides, okay? But Trump is seeing him as feminine energy, as in he's seeing him as somebody very cunning, highly intelligent. He sees Putin as highly intelligent, but he also sees him as somebody that's below him, and then Trump is the alpha kind of thing, you know? Now let's just see how Putin thinks of Trump. How does he feel about Trump? How does he feel? I'm not seeing anything about... I don't know what they spoke about. I don't think they discussed oil, did they? They didn't even go over what they discussed. But ultimately, this is just two businessmen coming together for, like, I'm hearing a trade deal. A trade deal. That's the main thing. There's so much that's not even been released yet. Let's see. Putin, what do you think of Trump? Definitely wants to work together. Again, Page of Swords. He knows it's going to be slow. He knows it's going to be difficult. The end. Okay, similar energy. Three of Cups united. This is their countries working together. Again, I feel if they did this, Europe's still going to have to pay a lot when it comes to oil or petrol or whatever. It's going to be more expensive, okay? We're like the third party, so to speak. But those two will come off on top of this. Five of Swords does mean there's still going to be negotiations that have to go on, because there's still arguments back and forth about this and who gets what, okay? Page of Swords is a similar energy to the Trump energy, which is things are going to move slowly. They're going to be careful. They're going to be careful. Nothing's set in stone yet, but they know they want to do this together. United front, I hear. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is working incredibly hard on this once they both give each other the go-ahead. And the Emperor is the energy of stability again. Feeling like this is going to be good for both countries. So I'm going to leave it there. But I had to say, I'm still going to say it. The Bering Strait, at some point, potential pipelines going across it. And the Bermuda Triangle of pipelines, which they keep trying to show me, is literally going from Antarctica to Russia to the US. It doesn't mean it's going to be, this doesn't mean it's going to be a pipeline from Russia all the way to the US, okay? I think it's more, it's like the oil's coming here and it's going like this in this triangle, but oil, you know, being passed across. So that's it. Leave it there. Don't care about the politics. Don't even know anything what they discussed, okay? But it's to do with oil. It's a trade deal. They're seeing each other as businessmen, not presidents. This is literally solo businessmen. This is almost like separate from the countries they're running, literally. That's how they're seeing it. They're seeing it as something completely different. It's like coming together one-on-one as a businessman. And then Ukraine is... I do hear Ukraine's going to have to play along with this. It's almost like I feel that in the future... the US would actually support Ukraine, but it might support them to rebuild the economy. It's not going to support them with weapons to shoot at Russia, for example, okay, straight away. It's almost like I feel in the future Trump could say we're still supporting Zelensky because we're going to help rebuild the infrastructure of the whole country. and boost the economy. I feel Trump's going to go it down that side. So he's supporting them, but not in the way where he's going to support them to shoot against Russia. Do you see what I mean? He's not going to go against Russia because he wants this trade deal. So, oh wow, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Just save the "I hate Trump, he's a wanker," because I don't really care. I don't care about any of this. I don't care about Trump. Okay, I'm just telling you the information I got through. Bye, guys.